Good morning. Why was Barnabas such an interesting and important person? We first meet him in Acts 4, verse 36. We learn that his real name was Joseph, and Barnabas was a nickname meaning son of encouragement. For that indeed was his personality. He was a Levite and a native of Cyprus, but evidently had been following Jesus for some time. Verse 37 goes on to tell of his generosity in selling a field, putting the proceeds in the common fund. After Saul's dramatic conversion, he courageously had vouched for him when the Jerusalem church was suspicious. Why would a former persecutor want to join their church? Good question. The Grecian Jews in Jerusalem did not take to Saul and had plotted to kill him. Acts 9:30 says the brothers heard of this and they took Saul back to Tarsus. Tarsus was, of course, his home city. Barnabas was a church leader and a preacher. The Jerusalem church felt he was the right man to go to Antioch. Acts 11:23 and 24 tell of his arrival in Antioch. When he came, he saw the grace of God. He was glad and exhorted them all to remain faithful to the Lord with steadfast purpose. For he was a good man, full of the Holy Spirit and of faith. And a great many people were added to the Lord. It had been some years since Saul had gone back to Tarsus. Barnabas recognized he needed some help, and he went from Antioch to Tarsus. There he looked for Saul to invite him to come to join the work in Antioch. The early church had differences of opinion. Barnabas, together with Saul, strived to straighten out the Jew-Gentile tensions. This they did by sharing from the scriptures and their experience of how the Gentiles were being saved and could be in fellowship with the Jews. While praying, fasting, and worshipping God, Barnabas and Saul received the call of the Holy Spirit to go on their first missionary journey. They went to Cyprus, and there Saul started to use his other name, Paul. Together they travelled and spent many years in church development. Paul, of course, wrote back to the cities they had been to, and we read his letters today. I cannot help thinking, but without Barnabas being a strong man of faith, we would not have the tremendous lasting legacy of Paul's letters. As Lord Tennyson says in one of his poems, our echoes roll from soul to soul and grow forever and forever. I hope today is a good day for you.